Today's video is brought to you by FlexiSpot. I've been reviewing Fujifilm cameras on this channel for about 3.5 years, and I know a few hidden surprises and features when I see them. And today, I'm going to show you 5 of them. Hi everyone and welcome to Pal to Tech. On November 4th of this year, Fujifilm surprised everyone with the announcement of an X-T5, a true photography-first camera. I have been shooting with the X-T5 non-stop, and I've discovered there are a few surprises inside. Let's get to them. Number 1 on the list is Customize View Mode. As you should be aware by now, Fujifilm allows you to customize the rear function buttons on the back of the camera. For example, the D-pad buttons. Or you could reassign the AF on button to do something else. And the shortcut to be able to quickly customize them is to press and hold down the DISP back button. Once you're in the menu, you can pick the button you want to customize and assign whatever function you want to it. Here's the secret. Have a look at this. As you scroll down on the very last page, and you wouldn't know it's there, boom, look at this. You can customize the view mode button. Again, that's this button right here, kind of hidden on the top of the camera. So for example, I could assign it self-timer. Now when I go to press the button, I get my self-timer. By the way, if you do customize this button and you remove the view mode from it and you suddenly need to get back and make an adjustment to either the LCD screen or the viewfinder and switch them for view mode, go ahead into your menu, into the wrench, screen setup, view mode setting, and you can customize it from here. Keep in mind also that when you assign a button to something, if you are in movie mode versus stills mode, that could affect it. For example, the self-timer. If I've got this switched into movie mode and I go ahead and I assign a button to self-timer, it will only work when I'm in movie mode, right? The button will still do something else when I'm in stills mode. You gotta always be thinking about stills mode versus movie mode when you are assigning these custom buttons. Number 2 on the list is sort of Fujifilm's way of taking 2 previous settings and making them a lot easier to find and manage. I am talking about the electronic level. When you're out shooting, it is so handy to have an electronic level. Here's how you get it. Go into the wrench, into screen setup, and have a look at this brand new electronic level setting. Now, when you first get the camera, the default is off, but you can go ahead in here and turn it on to either 2D or 3D. 2D is good if you want to level it horizontally like this. Dink, now I'm level, now I'm not. Now I'm level, now I'm not. But 3D puts it in this way as well. Okay, watch this. Boom. Now I can go side by side, down and up, and down and up. There. Hold it like this. Wait, there we go. I just got it leveled. I prefer to keep it on 2D. Before we continue, I'd like to mention a word about the sponsor of this video, FlexiSpot, and to tell you all about their Black Friday deals going on right now. FlexiSpot makes standing desks, chairs, beds, and all kinds of furniture. I have been using their Pro Plus standing desk E7 for every day now for over 1.5 years. Being able to stand while I'm working really does raise my energy level, and I notice that I am more productive. As I've always mentioned about standing desks, you don't always want to be standing. It gets tiring after a while. Instead, you want the flexibility to be able to move the entire desk from a sitting position to a standing position in seconds. And with FlexiSpot, it is very easy to do that. The desk comes very easy to assemble, which can be done in about 30 minutes. It comes in a number of colors, materials, and sizes. Everything is controlled by the electronic keypad. You can easily go from standing to sitting in just seconds. And you don't have to worry about the hassle of being locked into having it at one dedicated position. After using it now for over 1.5 years, I can say that a standing desk is no gimmick. It is a much better and healthier way to work at your desk than just sitting all the time. If you've been on the fence about getting a standing desk, there is no better time than right now. FlexiSpot's Black Friday sale is their biggest discount event of the year, and you can get up to 50% off selected furniture. I will leave links down below in the description of this video where you can check this out. And in the meantime, thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. And now back to the show. The next secret has to do with the LCD display when you're shooting in movie mode. I am talking about the recording frame indicator. Now, normally when you go to shoot movies on your Fujifilm camera, it looks like this. You get the little red record dot. You see it right there? But sometimes that's really hard to see. Well, check out this surprise. Make sure you have the dial set to movie mode. Go into your movie icon, into recording frame indicator. Go ahead and turn that on. Now watch what happens when I start recording. Look at that! Using this makes it real easy to see your recording. It's pretty obvious, right? Look at that. You can even see it from here. I actually love this feature. Okay, our number 4 secret is for both movie and stills shooting, and it's called Wrap Focus Point. Say you're out shooting and you set your focus mode to single point, right? Then you can use the joystick and move your focus point around the frame of the camera. But what happens when you get to the edge? You see that right there? Well, if you continue, boom, you end up on the other side of the frame. See? It just keeps wrapping around. However, you might not want that. If you've got something that you're focusing on right on one edge of the frame, you might not want to accidentally go whoops and get out of focus. You want it to kind of stop right there at the edge of the frame. Well, that's easy enough to do. Go into AFMF of your menu, Wrap Focus Point, and just disable it. Now, as you move your focus point from one edge of the frame to the other, as soon as you get to the end, I can't go any further. I'm stuck. It won't go any further. I could go back, but I can't go further. And for number 5, I'm talking about the new self-timer features. Self-timers have always been a part of Fujifilm cameras. However, they have rolled out some improvements to this for the X-T5 that I don't think a lot of people know about. The first thing is that you now have a separate self-timer for both stills and movie shooting. Now, if you switch the dial to stills and you go into your stills menu, you'll find self-timer under the shooting icon you see right here, and you get 2 seconds and 10 seconds. However, if you switch the dial over to movie mode, now when you go into the menu, inside the camera icon, you see another listing of self-timer. And you'll notice it actually gives you 3 options: 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10 seconds. And so if you assign a custom button on the back of the camera to the self-timer, if you're in stills mode, you're gonna get the stills version of the self-timer, which is 2 seconds and 10 seconds. But if you have it switched to movie mode, you're gonna get the movie version of the self-timer, which is 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10 seconds. One thing I really wish Fuji would do, and that is allow us to set a custom time period for the self-timer, maybe for a future firmware update. And speaking of firmware updates, most of the new features that I went over with you today, I can't see any reason why they can't be included in older Fujifilm cameras. Why not? Maybe we'll start to see a few of them trickle down into other Fuji camera models. Now, I have not even had this X-T5 camera for 1 week yet, and I've already discovered these 5 items. There will definitely be more surprises in store, I'm sure. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss any Fujifilm or other photography content. But don't turn on those notifications. Don't click that silly bell, okay? People have too many notifications. Just click subscribe, all right? And then when you come here, you'll see the little red dot. Oh, he has a new video on your terms. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you found the video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you did, be sure to give it the like and subscribe. I will see you again in a new video very soon. Take care.